It may seem a little hard to figure out what the product of this commercial is. It's first and the very end that you can see it's an advertisement for Budweiser. You can see it right here. The good thing about putting it in the end is that the audience remember the company, since it's the last thing they see. The commercial is from Super Bowl, which is the biggest event of American football. In between the games, there's a tradition for some of the funniest, most expensive or touching commercials worldwide. If the audience usually watch Super Bowl and the belonging commercials, the smart viewer will figure out that this commercial called Puppy Love is the sequel to 2013's Budweiser commercial called Brotherhood. The male actor is the same, and Budweiser has something they call Budweiser Clydels. A Clydesdale is a horse breed which is big and powerful, however, they are usually calm. Clydesdales are to be found almost all over the world. Budweiser also used one of their Budweiser Clydesdales last year in Brotherhood. Budweiser stepped up their game from other TV commercials, and instead of being comic, they go deep inside the audience and play with the viewer's emotions. Dogs are known as the man's best friend, and by using a little puppy it melts our hearts. Instead of showing us some half-naked girls serving beer to fat guys with huge beer guts sitting around a table drinking Budweiser, they use a handsome man and an ex-bikini model to play the roles in their commercial. The commercial takes us through different moods. The overall mood is good, and it's cute with the puppy running to the horse in the beginning. However, it's somewhat sad at one point when the man buys the puppy and takes him away. But it all ends up good, and has a happy ending, where horse and puppy can play together, and the man and woman are standing together, as seen on this picture. The man and the woman, and the horse and the puppy. There is no voiceover, instead there is a song playing throughout the entire commercial. The song is called Let Her Go by Passenger, and it's a very popular song that most, at least younger people, know. It's a sad song, and the lyrics says that you only appreciate what you got when you don't have it anymore. It fits spot on to the storyline of the commercial, where the humans realize they can't sell the puppy after they already sold it, and found out that the horse and puppy are best buddies. If there were a voiceover, it would have ruined the story, because the song makes us relax and we can lean back and just watch the commercial. But the characters don't say anything either. It's not relevant for the commercial. They live on the countryside at farms with animals, as most of us dreamed of when we were kids. It doesn't matter what the actors wear or what they say. This commercial is more on an emotional level. There is a multi-layered story going on with parallels between the puppy and the puppy adoption owner, and between the horse and the horse trainer. The commercial focuses a lot on relationships that doesn't depend on looks. There is one large, one small, one brown, one cream fur, tall, short, calm, playful, and so on, and no matter their differences, they get along very well, and their love for each other knows no boundaries. But what does this have to do with beer? Nothing actually, except for the name Budweiser, of course, which contains Bud, as in buddies. The only one in the commercial that is not a friend is the man who buys the small puppy. You can tell because he wears sunglasses and doesn't even look up from his phone when the beautiful young woman comes with a small adorable puppy. Nevertheless, as I also said before, It turns out good in the end, and it just gives us something different that makes it more exciting and makes us want to see what happened next. At the very end, Budweiser uses the hashtag #BestBuds right here. And by using a hashtag, they're trendy as a major of the youth is on Instagram and other social medias, which uses hashtags. It also activates people to do something like go hashtagging their photo of their dog with the hashtag #BestBuds, or to go look up on Instagram to see which pictures are under that certain hashtag. The song used is also a very new song, so eventually I would say this commercial is designed for the youth. But it's a commercial for beer, so they can get the youngest audience. And as I told before, most people can relate to this story since it's a love story. The commercial was published in America, and in most states you have to be 21 to drink. So Budweiser has probably tried to catch some of the viewers from early 20s and up.